winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in her. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on the diamond cross, but still ain't paid my dues. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel.
We're just a stone's throw from the Delaware River. We've got some water to contend with ourselves. A steady rain falling at Lincoln Financial Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. The start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now this time, Kaepernick will throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the gun on 3rd down, Kaepernick. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second down and 8. Now an option play on 2nd down. A quick throw by Kaepernick complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
3-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Yard line, 2nd and 11. Play action now. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Micah Kaiser in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Check, 91. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. My 40.
Kaepernick now on 3rd and goal. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Intended for Nick Chubb. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Prescott, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Cook. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
No score.
The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought down.
Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Metcalf once again the target, but now it's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jared Cook, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And now they're going to fake it.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. Taken in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And 10.
Second and 10 now from the 27. A run for Nick Chubb. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Prescott from the gun, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first and 10, Prescott airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. So now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Deep ball for Goodwin. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
They'll take over.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about?
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off around the 41. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
For the point after.
So then, and now they're going to fake it. And they don't get it.
The conversion
They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double-dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Back to it after the pick six. Prescott going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Check.
To throw is Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Complete.
Calvin Ridley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed. And now look at him go. The 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards.
1st and 10 at the 16.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This will be caught just inside the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
2-point conversion.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Steelers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Prescott on 1st down. Airing it out, looking for Rip. It got his man, complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Calvin Ridley with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Eagles 20, Steelers 14.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
3rd down.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing now is Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles able to push. And now they're going to fake it.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
A break there for this offense as they will get a chance to start at the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Check 26, check 26.
Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
Prescott's pass intercepted. The Eagles take over 1st and 10.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Check 15, check 15.
A final shot before half for Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, Prescott. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing again, Prescott on 2nd and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 23. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
No gain on the play. Brings up.
They run again with Breida.
At the Steelers.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
All
and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Ford is the line. Squeeze. Let's go. Mike 40, Mike 40. Double dog, double dog. That's it.
Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DK Metcalf. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. Here's Prescott, airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Eagles take advantage of good. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
2nd and 10.
Kaepernick will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The 40-yard line.
Kaepernick going to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Now a play fake. Kaepernick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Breida.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
4-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Now Kaepernick again. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Kaepernick looking to throw, 3rd and 2. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I'm talking with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Play action now, Prescott. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
At the 27-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. 30, past the 20, 10. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. That one may not cost him in the end, but still, obviously something the coach wants to avoid.
Oh, without a doubt. It won't cost the team because of where they are on the scoreboard, but it will cost the player who gave up the football.
And that'll cut the lead down to 22. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Well, the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Sliding out of the pocket. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw, it's Kaepernick. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Quarterback sacked.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
A 6-yard.
Now they're out there again to try once more. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is going to be incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
The Steelers.
So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's caught at the 1, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further.
43, Steelers 29.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
But conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
This is Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 15 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Kaepernick, they're going for it on 4. And he finds Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout
4th and goal.
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
He's checking crowd. You go top.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
I'm here on rock. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Alert, flat.
After the sack on first down, Prescott dancing to his left. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Prescott. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
3 down, 3 down. 31's the mark. Hang on, hey, kill. Check. Lucky. We're going to 54 right here. He's checking. Crash. We go 46.
4th down, Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Hey, 91.
Kaepernick looking to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score,
A big offensive explosion.